everyone, and welcome to Death to Spies, Moment of Truth. Not the Moment of Truth. As a matter of fact, I don't know which moment in this game is truthful, because it's all quite odd. Kinda like Hitman Contracts, in more ways than one. For one, it's a lot more moodier than the first game, as you can see from this menu. And it has a lot more music to it as well, but more on that later. It's the sequel, I think. Well, it's definitely a sequel, but I don't know exactly when it takes place. Probably have to look that up. Anyway, shall we begin a new game? Of course. There are 7 missions in this game, a few less than the first one, but they're pretty much bigger and better detailed, and you can do more in them. Have more mission objectives as well, and no training mission. This game isn't designed for newcomers. Well, it would seem so at least, although easy mode is easy, mostly. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's begin mission Lightning. Also, it tells you what the difficulties do this time. Easy. Can change clothes. Slow AI. Increased health. More tips. Normal. Can change clothes. Normal AI, of course. Hard. Can change clothes after stunning or strangling. Faster AI and fewer tips. And Saboteur. Cannot change clothes. Normal AI. Additional silenced weapon. Well, actually it's just the silenced Mosin Nagant, I think. And a rating bonus, because that's hard. You'll have to kill everyone, or play it like a Splinter Cell game. Yeah, that's what you'll have to do. Anyway, we are playing normal, like we did on the first game. You'll notice a few differences. For one, the people, they look much less ugly. Semion, recognize this cutscene? I still want to know what that piece of paper is, because I don't know a thing about this. Look, Semion, graphical upgrade, isn't it nice? No, I think you'll find that Semion is quite cold in this game. He definitely looks like a Russian hitman now. Good old TT-33. Put it under your pillow. Now rest, so we can get ahead with the confusing plot. Oh, and people, don't watch this if you haven't watched my LP of the first game, or if you don't know what happens in the ending of the first game. I'll tell you that now. Okay? Good. Now, I'll be quiet for the moment. Cold red. Yes, it reminded me of that scene from Hitman.
HF radio message to Agent Zolotnitsky. Urgent. We have discovered several ME-163 Comet rocket-powered interceptors located in the eastern suburbs of Prague. A recon squad is to be assembled under the command of Stanislav Telyatnikov. The Douglas aircraft will deliver the squad to the vicinity of the airfield, where they will capture and secure the interceptor and its crew. As a preliminary measure, you are to capture an ME-163 pilot, then assure that the recon squad is clear for arrival. You may employ whatever methods necessary at your personal discretion. All that matters is the result. Report the success of the mission without delay. Smirnov.
Ah, yes. The briefings this time are, well, voiced. Then they have a proper background and all that. Well, like I said, it's all better. So, this is our first mission. It's actually quite a big mission, much like the first mission in the first game. So, capture an ME... 163 pilot. Capture a test pilot of the Comet, rocket-powered interceptor, before the recon squad arrives. He must also be personally identified. This information is most likely available in the traffic control tower, or in the archives located in the main building. According to our information, there are 2 test pilots on the base. Funny looking craft. Disable the radar. If it is still operational or has been repaired by the time the recon squad arrives, the mission is a failure. Ooh. Call in the recon squad. Send the signal when you've repaired the airfield for assault. You may give the sign to the radio operator stationed in the forest, or radio in the information yourself. Capture a mechanic. Secondary objective. Capture a mechanic who has access to the aircraft. He must be alive when the recon squad arrives. Now, I don't know what completing secondary objectives gets you in any way. Maybe it just gets you a rating bonus, but anyway, I'll do my best to complete them. They're usually pretty simple. Usually. Okay. Now, loads of more guns in this game. Also, our signature weapon is now a high standard HDM. It fires quicker than the silenced Nagant, but it carries a few less... Well, it has less... or you can't carry as many clips. Magazines. That should be magazines, shouldn't it? Well, anyway, you can't carry so much ammo, I think, if I counted correctly. But anyway... Wait, no, it's the same amount, isn't it? Well, that doesn't matter right now. I like that gun better because I think it's more accurate. I think. Probably isn't. Ah, never mind. I'll use it. We don't want the silent Sten. No. Or its magazines. We don't want the binoculars, I think. We'll keep them. We'll take the Delisle carbine for the moment. We aren't going to use that much, so I'll just take 2 magazines. No. You'll see. Of course, we ditch the Delisle right after we get a uniform, don't we? Of course, we'll take a German backpack. Yes, you actually get a choice of backpacks from the start. Amazing. And smoke bombs are titled smoke bombs, as they should. Although they aren't really bombs, are they? Yeah. Well, we'll take all the smoke bombs, all the chloroform, and all the knives. Oh, yes. That should do, I think. Yeah. Pretty good loadout. Okay, let's go! There are a lot more graphical effects in this game as well, if you haven't noticed that already. I turned off depth of field because I don't like that effect. That's the only thing I turned off, I think. Yeah. Apart from that, it runs pretty well, so hopefully we will get a solid frame rate after it loads. Just wait a few moments. Let's look around. This kind of reminds me of Stalker, you know? Now it's all dark and grim. Anyway, here's our radio operator. And our frames are coming back, aren't they? Come on, come back, come back! Come on! You weren't this slow earlier! Grr! Maybe I'll change it in between parts. Anyway, we'll go back to him later. Come on. Well, I'll, Oop, don't crouch. Oh, I see. I accidentally pressed the mouse wheel. Anyway, we'll be back in the next part.